It was a slow day at Patterson's store out on Highway 21. It was situated about 10 miles from my hometown, Clarksville, Arkansas. It was my hometown. I went to school there, but I sure didn't grow up in town. Our little rock house was tucked back in the trees in the edge of the Ozark National Forest, just about 3 miles from Patterson's store. Patterson's little country store was owned and operated by my friend Ronnie Patterson's grandpa, Orville Patterson, and his wife. They sold Sinclair gasoline. I remember being intrigued by the dinosaur on the sign out front. And old men, mostly in overalls and feed store caps, would gather around the pot-bellied stove in the back of the store and laugh and tell stories, and sometimes they would play checkers or dominoes. And Mom would let me drive her to the store in the pickup long before I had a license to drive. I loved it. And Mom never got her driver's license as long as she lived. And we would drive down the red dirt roads toward Highway 21 to the store. I loved the smell of candy as we walked in the store. They had candy in glass cases. And we would look through the glass to pick out what we wanted, and then go on the other side of the case and slide the door open to retrieve our goodies. Hershey bars and moon pies and candy kisses, double mint gum. Yum, yum. Mom would let us pick out a candy bar while she got the groceries, and me and my sister Donna and my little brother Doug. Mom would get feed for the livestock in the little building beside the store. Mostly she was interested in the feed sacks. She made lots of our clothing using material from the feed sacks on her old pedal Singer sewing machine. The feed sacks came in a variety of patterns, and she would say, I need one of those or two of those. And she had patterns from Simplicity or maybe Butterick that she used to make the clothing. On our way out of the store, Mom would tell Orville, just put it on our tab, please. We paid off our tab the first of each month. Oh, wait, back to my story. On this particular day at Patterson's store, Bob Leeds drove up in his old Chrysler car. But first, let me tell you about Bob's car. Instead of replacing the car when it got old, he just kept it and used it to haul stuff. And he had taken the back seat out and removed the firewall between the back seat area and the trunk, and it was completely gutted. I remember helping him haul wood in it, and I was amazed at how much he could load in that old, used-to-be fancy Chrysler car. Bob raised watermelons, and he wanted to see if Orville would buy some to sell at the store. So he had loaded that old car with what seemed like 100 watermelons and went to Patterson's. He went in and asked Orville if he would like some watermelons to sell. Orville said, yeah, I'll take whatever you got in the car out there, expecting maybe a half dozen, I suppose. So Bob went out and unloaded that huge pile of watermelons, and Orville came out and said, what in the heck? I had no idea you had this many melons. Bob just smiled and took his money, and Orville started to sail on watermelons. Bob and Orville are dead and gone now, and in my mind I can see them now in heaven having a wonderful time. And Orville says to Bob, let's go down to Peter's Fish and Chips for lunch. We'll have some watermelons for dessert. And they and their wives head out in Bob's brand new car, a gold Chrysler with a back seat. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel so you'll know when a new video is posted. Just click the icon in the corner of the screen and join Newton Yak. Be a yacker. Thanks for watching.